remember back earlier in the year, the Niners have said so many things this year, and their story has changed so many times. But I remember one thing they said when asked about when is Trey going to play. They kind of deflected by saying, like, when he's ready, everyone will know it. It really won't be anything you have to discuss. You'll see it. He'll be ready. It'll be his time. My question to you is, now that you've seen 2.5 games from him, has he passed that threshold in your mind? Does he look ready to you?
I think that's a complicated question. What I'll say is this, because I don't know if he's ready. I am very encouraged, and for 2 reasons. Both of those games that he started, right? Those games exactly, the first game did not go his way. Whether that's play calling, the fact that Kittle wasn't there, Trent wasn't in the game, they weren't getting 4th downs. It was the Arizona Cardinals. Everything was going wrong in that game, and the kid kept fighting. And he was injured. He gets injured in that game, and he kept fighting. Now, fast forward to this Texans game, and the same thing that you saw in terms of the shaky beginning, the kid always felt like he was still poised. He never felt like he was out of control, or he never let things get to him.
Like he expected to win.
Right. So is he ready? That I don't know, but I feel way more encouraged than ever that he is based on those things. And opponents be damned. I don't want to hear it, because the same way that everybody was like, man, you got to watch out for Davis Mills. Here come the Texans. They just beat the Chargers. It's the damn Texans. So you can't have it both ways. In 1 week, you can't tell me, oh, you got to watch out for Davis Mills and the Texans, then say, oh, well, he beat the Texans. No, y'all got to pick a side. Y'all got to pick a side here. And
the Texans beat the Titans.
Right. For me, the Chargers beat themselves in that Texans game, which is why I largely was not worried about them. The Chargers lost that game more than the Texans won that game. And also, the Chargers can't stop a nosebleed on run defense. Yeah. That's why Rex Burkhead looked like Gale Sayers. So that's my thing. It's like, again, games are matchup dependent. I don't care what they did to the Chargers. I never worried that they were going to beat the 49ers. The 49ers would have had to vomit all over themselves to lose that game. So in terms of that, things didn't really go the way that it was looking, right? And when you frame it like that, well, you only scored 3 points in the first half. It could have got scary, but Trey didn't buckle. And that's the thing, is Kyle even was like, all right, let's lock in. He made that second half adjustment, and boom, you got to see the glimpses of what this offense could look like. 40-yard throw that the ball didn't leave the screen, was on a rope. Like, that wasn't underthrown. It was thrown exactly where it needs to be. Have you ever seen that? When's the last time you saw a go route, a straight go route up the sideline thrown? Kaepernick?
He didn't even throw that many of those. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
And if Ayuk's arm isn't held, that's a Sports Center highlight touchdown. That's something that if Mahomes did it, that's like top 10, all like over and over replayed. So you saw the glimpses. Is he ready? I don't know. Am I encouraged more than ever? Absolutely, just based on those things.
I guess, how can you answer that question unless we have a clearly agreed upon definition of ready, which is the whole thing with that. There is no definition of ready. To me, what I saw, that looked like ready. In the first half, what it looked like was a little bit of rust and a little bit of the play caller not having a good feel. By the second half, I thought the feel was there and the rust was gone, and I saw a guy who really was doing things I didn't see at North Dakota State. The anticipation throws from straight dropbacks in the pocket. I was like, who the hell is this guy? Wow. I mean, I do think that he's shown that he's not a liability. The Niners can win with them. He's not going to go out there and lose the game on his own. He's definitely worthy of starting the development process now. Only problem is it's a little late in the year. Games are really big, and the Niners have kind of committed themselves to this other path.
And but the real tell for me should have been conservative Kyle at the end of the half. Yeah, you only got 3 points, but you still pushed the ball down the field, and Trey was able to move the ball, right? He didn't do what he normally did with Jim.
Everything. To me, before that drive, Kyle's like, I don't trust this guy's arm at all. And he's not ready. And then he's like, I don't have any choice but to trust his arm on this drive. And after he was like, damn, all right, I didn't expect that. Okay, all right, Rook. All right, Rook. Nice job. And then that sort of earned him more rope in the second half.
Yeah, that's it. And again, so you'll never know unless you do the development, but I'm more encouraged than ever.
If Kyle starts Jimmy G, then he officially wins the worst coach of the year. We're going to talk about that. Grant, we really dodged a bullet with the COVID. Who sits next to Jimmy Ward in the locker room? Yes, Trey Lance. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing, too. There's been like whispers around that the way the 49ers have kind of dodged the whole COVID, things is that they've just been doing this.
Wow.
We're not testing. We're not testing. We're not testing.
Interesting.
So, I mean, look, can you argue with the results? No. But if you come in coughing and stuff like that, then they're going to be like, yo, you need to get tested.
Yeah, no choice.
So,
yeah. Yep. How did so many people get, anyway, bad week to have the entire second? We're going to talk about that later. James says Niners should start Trey and come out and go no huddle. Lance looked really comfortable running the 2-minute offense.
The only thing that doesn't work with that is if you score too fast. And I don't want them to get into a shootout, especially if that secondary's out. You can't get into a shootout with them.
Good call. That is a good point.
That's it. I love that idea because Trey is super comfortable in 2 minutes. Super comfortable. But this whole idea needs to be one of those slow. Right. One of these.
He did none of them in college. Sorry, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, keep going.
So the game is going to be based on how the 49ers came out in that first Rams game. 11-minute drive. Now you've got 2 minutes to mess around in the first quarter, and you already start to feel like, all right, we can't stop these guys, and we're getting folded again physically. So that's the thing. It'll look more exciting. If you want yourself a 37-31 game, then go ahead and do that. But I just don't like the 49ers' chances in that game if the secondary can't play.